Okay, awesome. We have learned how to declare variables and functions. So let's take a look at our source files and see if we can spot any variable declarations. Alright, so we can see a lot of function declarations going on here, and some variable declarations here, right? These are all different types. This is the type, or not. If we look in the actual functions themselves, down here in process block, here we can see something, all right? Here's this type named scoped no denormals, and it's got the name no denormals. Here's an example of auto being used, right? It's got the type, it's got the name total num input channels, and it is assigned the value that is returned from get total num input channels. Right, we got some more of that down here. Auto I equals total num input channels, right? Same down here. Integer channel equals 0, right? And then here's another auto right here. Okay, cool. All right, let's make a little note in our to-do list that says, should we play a sound? Should we play a sound? Should we play a sound? Sure sounds like a yes or no answer. Add a little question like that. In C++, there is a data type called Boolean, which expresses this as true or false. So let's declare a variable called shouldPlaySound and set it to false, meaning we shouldn't. All right, we'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. Bool, remember that's how we declare it. Give it the name, shouldPlaySound, and then assign it a value, false, like that. All right, let's make it do something cool with this newly declared variable. Let's make it play a sound. It's gonna sound ugly, but it's just to prove a point that it works. So the first thing we're gonna do, scroll to the end of our process block function. Right, that's this part right here. And we're just gonna delete this chunk of code, which we're not gonna be using. Right. Now we're gonna replace it with this code, and don't worry if you don't understand what it means yet. We're just going to get some sound happening first, and then we're gonna explain everything. All right. So do this first. For int I equals 0, I is less than buffer dot get nums samples plus I. All right. Next line. For int channel equals 0, channel is less than buffer dot get num channels plus channel. All right. And next, we're gonna add this little block inside of this inner loop. Okay. If should play sound, all right, we're gonna do this one thing, else we're gonna do this other thing. All right, the thing that we are gonna do is buffer.setSample. Channel is our destination channel. Our destination sample is gonna be I, and our float value is 0. Okay, we'll do this for both of them. Buffer.setSample, channel, I, 0. Like that. If we run it, we shouldn't hear anything. But we will change that in just a moment. So press on Mac, it's Command R, or you can just hit the play button. I think on Visual Studio it's like F5 or something like that. But either way, there's a big play button that lets you debug. Remember to make sure you're on the standalone version, and then just hit the play button, and we shouldn't hear anything. But we'll change that in just a moment. Cool, no sound, awesome, all right. Let's make these changes to the code, all right? First things first, we're gonna make shouldPlaySound true, okay? All right, next, we will declare a variable of type random, like that. Wait for it to pop up, okay? A random number generator, okay? Give it the name R. Right now, if shouldPlaySound, buffer needs some sort of data to play. So let's give it the next randomly generated float. Okay, R, here's our here's our random number generator. Okay, dot to access the member functions that are available to it. Right, and we want next to float. Like that. Okay, now turn down your speakers, click run. You're gonna hear some noise. It's not gonna be pretty. It's just gonna be random noise, but that's what we're looking for. We're just trying to make sure that this works. Yeah, tons of noise. Okay, oof, that's loud. All right, let's take a look at what we programmed. So first of all, what is this random R thing right here? Well, we know that it's a variable declaration, okay? But what type is random, okay? It's a user-defined type. So let's learn about those, okay? We're gonna open up our Hello World application that we created in the very, very beginning when we did our starting from scratch project. And we're gonna work from that briefly before we jump back to our sim. So let's do that right now. Let's go to Producer. We're gonna open that up, okay? Go over to Producer, right? File, open, right? And you wanna look for your Hello World project. Right? It's gonna be under H. Hello World.juicer, right? And just open her up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add. We'll add a task that's make some sound. Right? And we did that by declaring a variable, and then, surprise, surprise, we added some DSP code to make sound. Pretty awesome. We got that happening, so we can just check that off. All right, let's look at all the completed stuff we've done. Jeez, it's a lot. All right, here we got our make some sound. All right, pretty great. Awesome.